Hi, I'm Kimberly Glenn with Scene News. We're here at University Park Elementary School to see what energy saving program is being taught today.
Has anybody ever watched Sesame Street? Yeah? No? Okay. Have people seen on Sesame Street how they do a letter of the day? Yeah? Today, our letter of the day is going to be E, and E is my favorite letter, right? E is my favorite letter. E stands for lots of things, right? E can stand for education. It can stand for, did somebody say energy? E also is what starts, it's the first letter in energy and electricity, right? And so today, our letter of the day is going to be E, and I also want us to practice saying one special thing that we're going to use today and that I want you to remember after I leave today, and that is when I say this word, I want you to say a word back to me. Have people tried this before? When I say the word save, I want all of you to think E is our letter of the day. We're going to say energy. Okay, so let's try it. When I say save, I want everybody to say energy, okay? Save. Wow, you guys are so much better at this than the fourth graders. All right, let's try that one more time. Save. Oh, that is great. You guys are doing such a great job. And so I'm here today to talk about saving energy, and we're actually going to focus in on electricity. And I want everyone to do me a favor. I want everyone to stick their hand in the air. I want everybody to point at one thing that uses electricity in this room. Okay, I see some people pointing at the lights, right? Is anybody pointing at my computer? Yeah? How about the clock on the wall? Or the speakers?
Hi, I'm Kimberly Glenn with Scene News. I am seen here with
Christy Neff.
We're here at University Park Elementary School in Hyattsville, Maryland. Today we heard a fantastic seminar with their guest host Aaron, who described to us about saving energy in school and teaching the kids at a young age how to save energy at home and in school, and to teach others and even maybe teach some adults how to save energy. So Christy, tell me more about how you're with the school here, right, and you are getting the kids involved and others involved in bringing education and energy and safety to the program. Tell me more about that.
Sure. So I'm the coordinator for our group called Community Builders here at school. And our mission is to help people in our local community, in our national community, and in our global community. And so we do a lot of outreach to various groups, but one of the things that we think we can do right here in our own community is learn ways that we can save energy. So we tried to find other groups that we could partner with to connect with that mission.
Okay, so then my understanding is you partnered with a program called Alliance to Save Energy, right? And we have Aaron here.
Hi, I'm Aaron Stainthorpe with the Alliance to Save Energy, and we run a Power Save Schools program that we've been really happy to be able to run at University Park Elementary and do with the community builders. And so today we had a chance to do an Energy Hog assembly, which is part of the Power Save Schools program, and that was able to bring home this iconic image of the Energy Hog to students and teach them how to save energy at school and at home.
I will say that the Energy Hog is memorable. I won't even forget that. So every time I don't turn the lights off, I think I'm going to remember the Energy Hog telling me to turn it off. So I saw your program today, and that was really cute, I have to say, and that impacted me to start even changing my own habits as well. What do you, first of all, I understand that this has been going on several years, and so I don't remember learning this in school. And it wasn't that long ago, so I'm pleased to see that kids are starting at a young age to learn these habits and to change and be more aware, because it really will impact the future. I could see big changes in the future. Tell me more about what you noticed in the children from the time that the program hasn't started to where they've gone through a few programs with you. What kind of difference do you see or notice or hear about?
Well, the Power Save Schools program has been in existence for the past 14 years, and I think throughout the existence of the program, we're always refining and making changes to the program so that while we're working with students, we help students learn about energy use and energy waste in schools and in home, and teach them how to be ambassadors of energy efficiency so they bring the message home to their families. And I have continually been amazed watching what students are able to do. They're able to find ways that they can save up to 15% of a school's electricity use just through behavior change. So that's changing the culture of a school and making the students, the faculty, the staff at a school think about energy efficiency and have that be part of day-to-day. They're able to incorporate that into math, into social studies, into really any class. And today we were working with Christy, who's the PE teacher at University Park Elementary, and she's done a fabulous job of having the community builders make energy efficiency one of the key things they focus on. So I'm always impressed seeing how students are able to be creative and innovative and find ways to save energy, not just here at school, but also at home.
Well, no, that's really wonderful to hear. I also was impressed to read about Lockheed Martin being involved and helping being a sponsor. So that's great to see the corporate side and the private industry trying to also help with the program. And can you tell me more about their involvement and how they can help, and maybe they can be a role model for other private corporations to take action as well and sponsor programs like this?
Great, thanks. We're very fortunate for Lockheed Martin's support. Last year they were able to donate funding for us to be involved running the Power Save Schools program with Prince George's County Schools, and this year they also again renewed that funding so that we're still able to be involved with University Park Elementary and also Hyattsville Elementary, and we're very thankful for that support.
Well, just how about tell our viewers how they can find out more information, a website, a Facebook page? What do you recommend that folks can look up to see more information about what you help with your program?
I would recommend that everyone go to ASE.org to find out more about the Alliance to Save Energy, or go to the energyhog.org, where there's lots of fun games for students and resources that teachers, educators, and pretty much anyone can use to save energy at school, at home, in the workplace. But there's lots of great tips there on how to save energy.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much, Aaron and Christy, for visiting with us.
Thank you.
And that's all from Scene News.
Remember, kids, to watch out for energy hogs and save energy at home and school.
The power's out, but your food safety plan is on. Don't open the fridge. Foods will be safe for up to 4 hours if the door stays closed. Keep the freezer shut too. If it's full, the food will stay frozen for about 2 days. When power returns, make sure freezer foods have ice crystals, and check fridge foods with a food thermometer to make sure they're at 40 degrees or below. If not, or if there's any doubt, throw it out. Learn more at www.askkaren.gov. or call the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Meat and Poultry Hotline at 1-888-MP Hotline.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Glenn with Scene News. Recently, we were seen at the University Park Elementary School in Hyattsville, Maryland, to learn more about the Alliance to Save Energy program that they put on at middle schools. There I learned that Lockheed Martin is involved with supporting such a program, and I wanted to learn a little bit more about that. From here, we have Kelly Koser with Lockheed Martin. Thank you so much, Kelly, for meeting with us.
Yes, thank you very much.
Tell me a little bit more about Lockheed Martin's involvement in the energy sector. How many schools are Lockheed Martin involved in helping with this program?
There's 3 schools that we're currently working with. It's Hyattsville Elementary School, University Park Elementary School, and Nicholas Orem Middle School that we've helped with over the past year. We do have an energy solutions line of business within our organization, and what we do is we work with different utilities across the country. So we help with energy efficiency projects, we help with smart grid projects, cybersecurity, things of that nature within our energy solutions line of business.
Okay, well that's really new news to me. I always thought that Lockheed Martin was only involved in building airplanes and defense, so this is great to hear. And I'm just curious also that there may be other organizations and corporations out there that have this side of them. And so tell me a bit more about Lockheed's involvement in supporting funds for programs that help elementary schools and teach children about energy savings.
Sure. Well, for our philanthropic contributions, about 50% of the money goes towards STEM objectives, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So anything related to that kind of education towards students, universities, schools, things of that nature. We do a lot of sponsored events and funding for those types of projects. So we do have a lot of involvement throughout, not only here in the local area, but all across the country.
And how could another corporation or a private sector industry, what would you recommend to them to get involved with helping support schools and elementary schools and teaching and educating young students about energy efficiency, which is a cost savings and an energy savings?
Yeah,
what would you recommend to other corporations?
For companies out there that do have energy programs and projects, I would recommend they do research, either to go to the Department of Energy and look up opportunities to help contribute, or contact Alliance to Save Energy, who we worked with to support projects in this program, and just go out and do research and find out what opportunities are available.
For lots of things.
What do you see also in the coming future? Do you have any goals, or does Lockheed Martin have goals that are setting in energy efficiency that they see in the future that is being worked on, but we aren't really sure yet? Are we seeing anything that's
Of course.
coming?
I mean, as a company, we are always looking towards innovation, so any new technologies or approaches we can use for our programs to put out there is wonderful. As far as education is concerned, these students are coming up in 10, 20 years to come work alongside of us, so we try to, we have these STEM objectives so that they can come up and work with us and provide even better solutions in the future.
Kelly, tell me about your firsthand involvement in helping educate young students in energy efficiency.
Sure. You know, volunteering in this program was an incredible experience. I went into the classrooms once every couple of weeks to help with the programs at Nicholas Orem Middle School, and what they did was they taught the students about, Alliance to Save Energy taught the students about energy efficiency for about half the time, and then about the other half of the time they had hands-on experience with different tools they could use to measure how much light output there was or how much temperature lights were giving off. And so we did hands-on activities, and it was really beneficial, both I think to the students and to me, to see what they were learning and what they could come up with, and when they grow up in the future, you know, they can apply all these tools and technology to what they're doing.
Tell me a little bit more about the after-school program that you were involved in. What did the children do, and how did they learn hands-on energy efficiency?
Sure. So the students actually did an energy audit of the classroom they were sitting in when I was there, and so they looked at how much light output was coming from the light bulbs, what types of products they could unplug from the walls to save energy. So they did an energy audit of the classroom, and then later in the year they went out through the entire school and did an energy audit of the school. And so any improvements they saw that they could make, they could implement into the schools and then save the school money overall. And what was cool, some of the activities they did, they said, oh, wait, I can do this at home too. I can replace my incandescent bulbs at home with CFL bulbs and save energy for my parents and save money for my parents. So they did a lot of hands-on activities where they could use those technologies and use those approaches.
Well, that was a great program to learn more about how to save energy in your everyday lives. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next time on C News.